What it do, y'all? It's your boy Cloak Unknown. I'm back. Welcome back. Long form video this time. I hope you appreciate me. I hope you understand. I got some food on my plate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna eat my food while I talk. So there will be a slight pauses. I hope you understand. Um, Today I want to talk about two streamers that I do not like. Okay, there are two streamers that I really genuinely do not like. They've been on my mind for a really long time. Like I wanted to do this video for a really long time, and it's just like, because I don't like to like hate, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater kind of guy. Um I'm just not that kind of person, I don't like to spread hate, but there are two people in the streaming universe that I genuinely do not like and do not get enough slander in my personal opinion. The first one is Deshae Frost. Deshae Frost. And the second one is Zoe Spencer. We're going both genders here. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting a little risky. But I just want to say, like, let's start with Deshae. Okay, let's start with Deshae. Hate that guy. I mean, oh my gosh, bro. It's like every time I see him, it's some freakazoid nonsense from him. You know? It's weird. It's freaking weird, man. Like you don't ever see him do something normal, bro. Like like Bruce was right about him talking about some like you can't entertain if if you're just talking about like nothing but sex, and like that's real stuff. Like all he does, that's all he really does. He just gets a girl on stream and they just do freakazoid nonsense. And then that one video where like he was messing with some random girl, bro, like doing some weird stuff. Now look, all the other freakazoid stuff, it's freakazoid stuff, but this was real freakazoid. Like this is the freakazoid of freakazoids, you know what I'm saying? Like this dude legit went up to this girl and like said, I'm gonna do this stuff to you. I'm gonna, like, bro, you don't know this woman. You don't know her. And then her brother, like, bro, your career should have ended right and then and there. I believe Tyson Nat even brought you to streaming university. You do not deserve that privilege, bro. Real stuff. Like, bro, that's why that girl, like, all these girls pushed away from you because you stink. Because you stink. Real stuff. You really stink. You stink as a person. You stink physically. You just stink overall. You stink. You know? And I say that with a lot of passion. Like, you gotta get your stuff together, bro. Like, some people, look, there's levels of freakiness. You gotta just stop. You gotta stop before it gets too far. What you've already pushed it to that limit. I'm not rocking with it at all. Like, I'm not trying to be a bad guy. I'm not a cancel culture kind of guy. But I don't like this dude. Like, he really does not give me a reason to support him or give him the benefit of the doubt. Cause like clearly he's not gonna learn his lesson. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop. Real stuff. Like, I don't know. It's just people like that. Like the fact that you're like influencing kids, like you got a major majority viewership of children, and this is how you're gonna act all the time, like a weird ass freakazoid. I'm not rocking with it at all. I don't like that. You got to get off the platform, in my personal opinion. But you got to get your bag. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your bag. But personally, I'm trying to hurt that bag. Okay, because I'm not rocking with you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not. Um, Now Zoe Spencer. Now look, I'll talk about Zoe Spencer, but I just want to say, like, I know her fans. are gonna attack me. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, you understand that girlhood kind of thing where it's like, you know, you got to stick by your girl. But this should not be the case with her, bro. Real stuff. Okay. Now look, we don't gotta talk about the biting stuff. Okay, we don't need to talk about the biting stuff or just being overly aggressive or so-called manly. You know, I mean, all that stuff. I mean, the biting stuff that's gotta stop. All right, but like I don't want nobody to bite me, especially with some crazy bite marks. That's one thing, okay. But this is where she really crossed the line. Is when I don't know, like this dude, like he had some glasses on. He was a black dude, glasses. Um, you know, he looked cool and like not look cool, but I don't know how to explain it. But he just looked like, you know, he's a cool dude. Like and like bro, like the clip, according to the clip that I've seen in my own eyes, with my evidence in my own eyes that I witnessed, this woman is just shaking booty, you know, shaking booty. Okay, you know what? Fine, whatever, do it. But clearly, first of all, there was another girl. I don't know who she is exactly. You know, you can check out the clip and see who it is. But she was holding him down. Okay, she was holding him down. He clearly did not want that. And she is shaking it on him. He don't want to be around that. And like he's trying to run away and they're grabbing on like you good, bro? Like, well, why do you need you why does he need this? Like what do you want for him to do that for? You know? And then I think there was like some things later on where like they were talking about she was like trying to take his pants off. And I'm like, yo, like, is this somebody we want to put ourselves around? And like, I remember the whole Soul Illuminati stuff going on, and she did not mention that once, not one time, not one time did she even try to address that, bro. She knows, she knows she's wrong. She knows she's wrong for that, and it's entirely unacceptable. Like I don't understand. Like how can somebody like that can get away with that and still be streaming like it's nothing? Okay, she can call me gay. She can call me a hating ass nigga. She can call me all these sorts of things. I don't care. It's wrong. What she did was wrong. Her fans should recognize that. If you haven't watched the video, go and watch that video and tell me what she did was she's just being a girly girl. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out. All right, like I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Okay, like justice for dude, bro. Justice for dude. Real stuff. Cause like I remember seeing him try to talk about it, and he didn't want to talk about it because he knew how much bullshit was gonna come out his way. Cause y'all some weirdos. I'm sorry, like the internet is full of weirdos. He don't want to get involved with that. But I mean, damn, man, it's really fucked up. It's really that's really fucked up. Look, I don't hope that no one go through that. Man, women, no matter who it is, bro, like that nothing nobody should be going through that, you know? And it just feels like we're not like we witnessed it, you know? And like saying it in the chat, oh nah, she assaulting that nigga. Like it's like a Twitter comment and then we all move on. I'm just saying, bro. I am just saying, you know? It's just that behavior that's unacceptable. The two of them gotta go. I'm glad she didn't make it. I wish the Shay got denied so bad, bro. Oh, I hate the Shay. Oh, he's so weird, bro. Like man. And then he was talking about all this stuff. like about Rock Nation. Like he was trolling about Rock Nation. Man, it should have been you. Should have been you. All right, let me relax. But just like man, like there's no way like people like that should be able to just thrive and be successful. You know what I'm saying? Like some people's like careers really got ruined because of stuff like that, and for the right reasons. But theirs are not. You could do something else. Maybe you could do carpenter work. You could do, in the office. Maybe work on telemarketing. But you don't need the platform. You lost that privilege, in my personal opinion. And if I was the companies, I would have took y'all down. But I'm not the companies. You know what I'm saying? You guys bring in the profits. You bring in the profits, you bring in the money, you bring in the views, you bring in the people. So they're just gonna be like, we'll let you go, or like they don't really care. They don't. You're not that big of a name anyway. But real stuff. Like you're a real like Zoe is an actual danger to society. I mean, after that video, like I clearly like there's no other really videos I need. Um, to prove otherwise. Just like I'm like, it's not enough. It's not enough. I don't see enough slander. I think they deserve both a humongous amount of slander. I think it's entirely ridiculous that they got away with the behaviors that they had pushed out for so long and that they promoted it to children. And this is how they act. This is how they behave. Oh, this is just who I am. This is just where I come from. That's how I was born and raised. Well, bro, change. Okay, you born the wrong way. Like you born weird. You're born a weirdo. Straight weirdos. The both of you. Okay? Look, again, I'm not part of the cancel culture, but like I'm just saying, let's give them the same energy. Okay? Like come on. Like bro, we do not need those type of people in our platforms, especially when they're doing this in public. Imagine them in private, you know? Imagine them in private. They got no regards. No regards. Imagine like and they got that's a filtered version on camera. Filtered. Just letting you know. Filtered. That's filtered and they doing these deviant nonsense. All right? That's all I got to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this word goes out to them specifically. Hey Zoe, address it. You never addressed it. At least Deshae apologized. You never even try to say nothing. You didn't apologize to dude. Nothing. So why don't you address it? What are you scared? Get out of my face. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.